Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Dorset Council's licensing hearing. And we are here this morning for a review of the White Hart in Wimborne. Before I go into all the formalities, can I have, my name's Councillor Emma Parker, and I'll get my fellow councillors to introduce themselves.
Hello, Councillor John Andrews from Sherborne.
Morning, everybody. Councillor Les Fry from Dorchester West.
Thank you, councillors. Can I have an election of chairman for this hearing this morning, please?
I'd like to elect yourself, Councillor Parker, as the chair of this meeting.
Happy to second that.
Thank you. Under the regulations governing this hearing, the licensing authority may exclude the public from all or part of the hearing where it considers that the public interest in doing so outweighs the public interest in the hearing or the part of the hearing taking place in public. There are matters that need to be referred to and which are not in the public domain, and so we will be considering those in private and we will exclude the public from this part of the hearing. So we will hear from the members of the public here today who have registered to speak in public, and will then hear from the police and the premises licence holder without any members of the public. Finally, we will make our decision in private with only the council lawyer and Democratic Services Officer present. All members here today, please be mindful that this is a public part of the meeting, will be live streamed and it's recorded on YouTube and it will go onto the council website. Are you all happy with that? Okay, thank you. Do we have any apologies?
Yes, we have apologies from councillors Sarah Williams and Paul Harrison, and they're substituted by councillors Les Fry and John Andrews.
Thank you. Councillors, do you have any declarations of interest? Okay, thank you very much. Do we have any urgent items? No, thank you. Okay, before I get the licensing officer to outline the report, I've got a list in front of me of attendees today, and I just want to make sure that all these attendees are here. So I will go around the room and ask everybody to introduce themselves. We've introduced ourselves, so I will start with our Democratic Services officers.
Morning, I'm Elaine Tibble and I'm from Democratic Services.
Good morning, I'm Matthew Turnbull and I'm from Democratic Services.
Good morning, I'm Phil Crowther, I'm the subcommittee's legal advisor.
Thank you. And then if I can go to our licensing officers.
Good morning, I'm Catherine Miller, Senior Licensing Officer and Report Author.
And my name is Aileen Powell, I'm the licensing team leader.
Thank you. And then if I can go to the applicant that has brought the review for us, and that's the police.
John Bean, representing Dorset Police.
Thank you very much. And then I will now go to the Marsdens and I believe we've got the potential incoming DPS and another DPS with us as well. So if you'd like to introduce yourselves, please.
Hello, my name's Christopher Kendrick from the White Hart.
Hi, my name is Chris Jameson. I'm the Lieutenant in the White Hart.
Good morning, I'm Michelle Hazelwood from John Gaunt and Partners, and I'm here to represent Marston's PLC and the current DPS and prospective DPS.
Stephanie Ken, Area Manager for Marston's.
Julian Highfield, Regional Manager for Marston's.
Thank you very much. And I will now move on to the Cornmarket Residents Association. If you would like to introduce yourselves, please.
Good morning. My name is Barry Glazier, and I'm the chairman of the Cornmarket Residents Association.
Peter Hull. Peter Hull, Resident Association, Cornmarket. Yeah, the same, Clive Grant, Wimborne resident.
Patsy Glazier, resident of the Cornmarket.
Thank you very much. That's brilliant because that's everybody that I've got on my list. Thank you. I will now go over to Catherine for the report, and this is an application to review the premises licence for the White Hart Corn Market in Wimborne. Catherine.
Thank you, Chairman. This hearing is to consider a review of the premises licence for the White Hart Corn Market, Wimborne. The premises licence holder is Marston's PLC. The application for review of the premises licence for the White Hart has been called by Dorset Police under the Prevention of Crime and Disorder and Public Safety licensing objectives. The review has been submitted after an incident took place at the premises in November 23, which escalated and resulted in a large altercation outside the premises. A full explanation can be found in the application, which is attached to Appendix 1. The full premises licence for the White Hart is also attached to Appendix 2. Comments were received from the Safeguarding Officer from Children's Services, and their response can be found at Appendix 4. Dorset and Wiltshire Fire and Rescue Service carried out a fire safety audit on the premises. The fire risk assessment was safe and sufficient, with most of the risk assessment actions having been completed, and the fire service responses at Appendix 5. Environmental Protection replies stating that conditions they would like to remain on licence and those that needed to be amended, and their email can be found at Appendix 5. There were no representations received from trading standards, immigration, public health, planning or health and safety. There are a total of 3 representations received in support of the review from interested parties. This includes Wimborne Town Council, the Corn Market Residents Association and 1 resident. And all these comments can be found at Appendix 6. The solicitors who are acting for Marston's have supplied a representation on behalf of the company, and this is supplied at Appendix 7. It must be noted that once Dorset Police served the review paperwork on the licence holder, Marston's took immediate action and removed the designated premises supervisor from the premises, which meant that the White Hart had to close until a DPS was installed at the premises, and all paperwork has been received for this. There has been supplemental information received from both Dorset Police and Marston's solicitors. This also includes CCTV footage from the White Hart. Both members and the licence holder solicitors have reviewed this. The supplemental information from Dorset Police has also been seen by the members and the solicitor. However, due to ongoing police investigation, this cannot be made available to the public. The solicitor's information has been shared with members, Dorset Police, and a redacted version has also been sent out to the interested parties. Finally, I would like to remind members the options that are available to them for this review is they can modify the conditions of the premises licence, which includes adding new conditions or alteration or omission of existing condition, exclude a licensable activity from the scope of the licence, remove the designated premises supervisor, for example, they consider that problems are the result of poor management, suspend the licence for a period of not exceeding 3 months, or revoke the licence. Thank you.
Thank you. Councillors, do you have any questions for Catherine with regards to the report? I just have one question. Catherine, to your knowledge, has the premises ever come to licensing for any concerns in the past?
No, it hasn't, no.
Okay, thank you. John, do you have any questions for Catherine with regards to the report?
No, I don't have any, thank you.
Do you have any questions with regards to the report for Catherine? Okay, thank you very much. I'll go to the Residents Association. Do any of you have any questions for Catherine with regards to the report that she has just read? No? Okay, thank you, thank you. Right, I will now move on to the Residents Association, and I will start with the chairman. Obviously, we read the submission that you've presented to us. Have you got anything else that you would like to add?
Yes, I would like to say a few things. First of all, I would like to express my sympathy to the 3 of you sitting in on this. If, like me, at 3:10 yesterday afternoon, you received 50 pages of text from the solicitors acting for Marston's. It's a cynical ploy to throw all this stuff at the last moment, and I just would like that to be recorded in case the case goes further. Yes, I know. As I refer you really to our paper, we've met with Steph Kent, and that was a very constructive and productive meeting. Having read their report yesterday, there's obviously smacks of panic over the last few weeks, and the past history of the White Hart is not too good. I was surprised that there's been no reference to a previous drugs finding in the White Hart when the then manager, if I can call him such, was blamed the cleaners for not cleaning up the drugs in the toilets, and that was about 4 years ago, two or three people there. Anyway, it's been well known as a drug abuse place. I'm surprised that this came as a surprise to Marston's management. There are lots of words in the text that we received yesterday. I'm very concerned that those words are turned into action. I would like to, I'm not sure quite whether this is possible, but whether there can be some form of probationary period, say of 6 months, in which the new management take on the role, turn those words into actions, which we can then see and make sure that going forward, they really have turned it round and it's not going to revert after CJ moves on or whatever. Then there's another publican put in charge who does it remotely, and we have the problems that we've had in the past. But we have one or two particular issues. It appears that Masters want to permit smoking in the Corn Market at almost any time. We find this as residents a nuisance. People stand around and make a lot of noise outside the doors, and there's a designated smoking area in the garden, perfectly good, can, I think, take 25 people, and we would recommend that there is no smoking in the Corn Market. And the next one, which I think affects everybody, is noise, particularly music. I'm not sure if any of you know the Corn Market. There's some pictures of Marston's, but the ones that I've got show the residential area from there. It is very much a residential area. There are 3 offices of professional people, and noise is a problem, particularly music. And I note that in the current license, all doors and windows must be closed if recorded music is being played. And yet there's a request, this at odds with paragraph 7 in prevention of public nuisance, where it said that doors, in particular the door to the public bar, should be closed after 9 o'clock and used only for ingress or egress. But I think we would like to recommend to the 3 of you, please, that the current license showing that when recorded music or dancing is taking place in the White Hart, all doors and windows should be kept closed. There is reference, oddly, to a pavement license, and there's the innuendo in what the lawyers put forward that actually that pavement license allows the service of alcohol outside in the Corn Market. I'm told that there was a pavement license granted in 2018, but neither Dorset Council nor Wimborne Town Council nor any of the residents was aware of any application. If there is a license, I would ask Marston's to provide a copy of it. But the current license, the pavement sitting out license issued earlier this year, makes it clear that there was no permission to allow the consumption of alcohol in the sitting out area in the Corn Market. So I would like just to have that clarified. And finally, the opening hours, I see that there's some movement towards our recommendation. The concern of the association is that if this is going to be a family-friendly pub, and we would love it to be so, then we don't really want to be attracting pub crawlers coming in for the last couple of pints last thing at night. And that can be avoided if the opening hours are as we have suggested. So we very much hope that you would take that into account in our representations in paragraphs 6 and 7 of our representation. And finally, just a plea to Dorset Council. when East Dorset District Council were responsible for the licensing, we had good contacts with them. We have no idea who to contact if we have problems with the pub, which we hope won't be, but it would be nice to have, to know that somebody can be contacted, and if they've moved on or they're on holiday, then somebody else's name is given. It's no fun going into a pub at 10 o'clock to complain about something. It's got to be done, we'd rather get hold of the council and say, this is a particular problem. And I gather the council invite that sort of representation. So if we could have that contact. Apart from that, that's all I've got to say.
Thank you very much.
A very short point, really. I've been living in the corn market for 6 years, and I was very surprised to find that doormen were necessary on a Friday or a Saturday evening, when, in fact, nearly all the pubs in the town, it's not necessary. And I think that perhaps reflects the type of clientele that were using the pub.
Nothing to add?
No, I have nothing to add. Thank you.
Thank you. I will come to councillors. Do you have any questions?
So if we are minded to approve and continue, would you be happy with the condition on the licence that contact details need to be circulated?
I beg your pardon, would we be happy with the
Contact details and the name of the person.
Thank you. I have no questions. I will go to the applicant, which is Dorset Police, with John Bean. John, do you have any questions for the residents?
No questions for the residents, thank you.
I'll now come over to Marsden's. Do you have any questions for the residents? No? Okay, thank you. Catherine?
No, we don't have any. Just to clarify, though, we don't. It's highways that do the sitting out licence. We're not involved in that. Just to clarify, yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Do the residents? Do you have any questions that you would like to put forward?
It's difficult to do that in a vacuum, frankly, and so that is a disappointment from our perspective. I can't think of anything, unless my colleagues can think of anything at the moment.
So could I just mention one thing? We've lived in the coal market now for 39 years, and when we moved there, it was run by Eldridge Pope rather than the Marstons, and we had no trouble. And over 39 years, we have seen various landlords and landladies come and go. Some have been very good, and some have not been good at all. And often a point has been, well, why have you moved next to a pub if you don't like it? But as I said, 39 years ago, the pub wasn't like that. Then the government brought in the 24 hours drinking. Then the government banned smoking from inside. Before that, Marston's took over. And unfortunately, it has gone downhill rapidly since then.
Thank you. Thank you for attending this morning. I am now going to move our hearing into our private session now, and we will be retiring to another room. Okay, thank you for attending.